Welcome to Mailroom, our show that takes us girls inside the mind of the opposite sex by going straight to the source. In each episode, we sit down with three very different guys to get their perspectives, translate our texts, and provide some tribal knowledge on their very elusive species. So guys, welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for being here. I'm going to have each one of you go around, introduce yourself with your name, age, what you do, and the type of guy that you are in dating.
Okay.
So are you like the Peter Pan type? Are you the sensitive type? So I'll let you kick it off.
Oh god, great. My name is Jordan. I'm 29. I live in the East Village. I do medical device sales for heart and vascular surgery. And the type of guy I'm dating wise would be like a category 4 hurricane. Like a scale of 5.
Is that like clinginess or?
No. Just like a natural disaster.
Oh, got
Yeah.
it. Okay, so that's
Not
like a
famous,
warning.
no.
To-
Yeah.
Sounds like a beautiful
Understood.
Yeah. You know,
Nature.
I come through and then like people rebuild.
Fair
Absolutely.
enough. My name's Evan Clark from Los Angeles. Live here in West Village. I'm 26. I work in real estate development. And I kind of categorize myself as like a wannabe Prince Charming. Like I really try to be him, but at the end of the day, it doesn't always work out.
Prince Charming in training?
That's a much better way to put it.
Yeah.
Prince Charming in
That's-
training.
that's-
We're going to go with that.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I try my best, but it doesn't always quite go my way.
My name is Andrew Schleter. I live in the Lower East Side. I work in brand consulting in the entertainment industry. I would say that I'm just a very elusive dater.
Ooh, what
Get
do you
to
mean by
date-
that?
Get to date number 3, and that's probably it.
Also,
But you might get past it. If you do get
Serious.
past it, look, that's great. I feel like everyone in New York is like that. Especially, I think girls too.
Yeah.
I think you get to a certain point, and it's like you gotta kind of make a decision, and
No one is ever quite ready to do it.
yeah, no one's ready to do it.
So on that note, how do you normally fade that out? Is it like a ghosting situation? Is it a text?
It's
that
never
says
no, it's
I
never a
lost it?
ghosting situation.
Okay.
But like,
Respectful.
I also think like some things just fade out naturally, and a lot of people that I dated, I become really good friends with. You just understand like we are better as friends, or
Or
you
maybe
know,
their
get-
friend is cuter, and you just
Maybe.
or their roommate.
I didn't
That
say
happens
it.
a lot,
You
too.
did. You said it, not me. But I think a lot of it too is like just they meet your friends, and I think you just kind of realize like this isn't gonna work like in a romantic way, but you can still be friends.
I feel like New York is so mutually mutual in the sense that half the time the girl no longer wants to date, and half the time the guy like kind of wants to fade out too. It's not like that in most other places, but in Manhattan, girls are just as elusive as guys some of the time.
Yeah.
I think it's
Agree?
like I would say we're at the age now where it like warrants a conversation. Like maybe a few years ago you could just ghost them.
What's your usual script for that
I'll just
conversation?
be super honest and be like, hey, look, this isn't working. I see you better as a friend.
Is this a
someone did
text?
that? Someone did that to me, and I like actually appreciated it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wow, okay, that's better than like definitely being ghosted.
Yeah.
But it's like a tricky little
can't do the
medium to
ghosting.
find. It's like a natural talent to figure out how to.
We're too old to
get rid of
ghost. I
someone.
mean,
Yeah,
Evan,
yeah, for
Evan
sure.
maybe not.
No. I can't.
He's
even,
Prince Charming
He
in
actually
training.
is.
He's
Yeah,
never ghost. You
yeah.
can.
I can't do the ghosting thing because
Dude,
I would
not
feel
Prince-
too bad.
You know what he
There's
is?
no way.
He's
What?
fucking Lord Farquaad in training.
Oh,
Short king.
Can you elaborate?
Short
Short
king.
king. Wait, I feel like short kings are really making a comeback.
I'm like 5'9.5", 5'10". With shoes
That
on.
short.
I have average height. I looked it up. Male statistics.
You looked
average
it
height.
up just
Yeah.
to be sure.
I have fantastic hair and decent style.
So the hair gives you like another inch or so anyway, right?
It's just a distraction.
Yeah. Understood. And on a dating app, do you
6 foot.
yeah, those
No,
are-
I can pull it up. My phone's over there. It says 5'10". I have proof.
We'll roll the tape later.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about love bombing? Have you ever done it, be honest, or experienced it?
You want to?
You can start this one.
You were mentioning that you
Yeah.
might be involved in
I'm gonna
the
get,
current
I'm gonna
love
get,
bomb.
I'm gonna get in
this
trouble for
sounds
this. I'm
great.
gonna get in trouble for this.
Yeah, this is
Um,
Watergate right here.
You know, I would say a couple weeks ago I wasn't going on a Europe trip with a girl, but next week I am going on a Europe trip with a girl.
After
And-
how many dates?
Oh, 0?
Oh, this is a first
The
date?
definition of a love
Yeah,
bomb.
it's kind of a first date. We've known each other for a long time.
Okay, so friends first.
Friends first. Yeah, definitely. She's like one of my first friends in New York.
Okay.
And yeah, I'd rather not go into it more than that, but you know what? I guess we will. Yeah,
Can we get a name and Instagram tag,
Address, social security.
Yeah, let's see the pic.
everything. all the above.
no, I can show you the pic. She's actually really hot, so.
Oh, cool. All right. Okay.
I mean, why not? A trip to Europe, I guess you can actually tell a lot about someone and how they travel too. So that could be
100%,
foreplay,
It's
that
happened
could
to
be,
me.
or it could be awful.
Well,
So
it
that's
was like a
good way to
mutual. It was
think
a
about
mutual kind of love bombing situation. You know what I
Okay,
mean? I think
yeah.
we both were like, we should do this. It's a great idea. Versus, someone like Evan who.
Well, love bombing is often kind of like unintentionally my way to maybe like start dating a girl or like pick a girl up. It's like choose a really nice restaurant. Okay, then you start dating. And it's like maybe buy her a present, and then it's like another nice thing.
What kind of presents are you buying?
It's an array of presents.
Birthday bags.
No,
what are you
no,
buying
no.
and at what
Bags, apartments.
stage?
I think it's more like gifts early.
Is this prostitution? Like prostitution light?
No, but this is like
Hey,
What
listen.
are you getting these girls?
Yeah.
it's just like after a couple
Like
dates and you're
handbags.
like maybe boyfriend, girlfriend, maybe not. You're like, oh, just like a bracelet or like a dress to go out, like a fun, like buy a dress and go out to dinner. And then all of a sudden
Yeah,
it's like,
an episode of The Bachelor.
well, and then it gets repetitive and they start dating and you run out of things to like gift and then the love bombing is abruptly over and you
Are
can't.
they gifting you back anything?
Most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
What is your
We
like,
don't know if we
cycle?
can. We don't know if we can talk about it on
When does it
camera,
end?
but they are.
Yeah, what is your
You
cycle?
can.
Is it like a 3-month cycle, a 6-month cycle? This is my first time.
Well, generally-
We've met twice. Can I have a gift of some sort? Did you bring anything to this?
Yes,
I'm just kidding.
you could.
Wait,
This is actually hilarious. I just have to put this out there. Evan has for his roster. You know how you can pin a conversation
yeah.
on like Apple.
Stop it!
Yes.
Stop
I
it!
put like my best friends up there, like Evan and Schleter are up there.
I'll pin in the top
He'll
6.
put his roster of just women, so
How-
he knows who's
how
on the
many-
roster and what.
That was a summertime thing.
Oh my
What do you mean
god!
summer?
dude.
It's fucking summer next
How
week.
long is the roster generally? Like
Oh.
Pull it up! Pull it
I
up!
don't have it anymore.
Pull it up!
You can pull it up right now. It's my
No.
grandma, and I think it's my ex
Like,
girlfriend.
what?
Now it's getting more weird.
Why'd you bring Gam
Wait.
Gam into this?
Because I'm a Prince Charming in training.
I think you might need a bit more training. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's hopeless.
That was something I did for the Hamptons summer month. And this might sound kind of crazy, but it was you were meeting
Sounds
so
good
many
already.
you were meeting so many people every single weekend, and you kind of lost track of like girls and guys that you were meeting. You're like, okay, just pin the ones that you're talking to and that you have conversations with up top, and then it kind of just
were they
just
were
pin-
they pinned and ranked?
no,
in
it was just a
order?
reminder to make conversation with people that you met the weekend
Yeah.
So
prior.
you're just
There
basically you're
wasn't-
organizing the
Yeah,
pipeline.
yeah. It wasn't like a baseball lineup where you put your,
I was organizing
Star
the
athlete in
people
the
that I
fourth
had met the weekend prior.
I
Okay,
was
so
more
since
so
it's
just-
spring, have you guys done any spring cleaning? Your rosters?
Yeah.
Is everyone
Yeah,
up
the
to date?
roster's been cleaned. The winter clothes went under the couch, and the summer vests are
Now
coming
you
out
can
now.
start showing some skin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
prepping
insane
for
amounts
that.
of crop shirts are coming out. We're ready to go.
Perfect. Okay, and just to close out the love bombing part that you were mentioning, the sequence of events
Right.
of the few dates and then the gift, and are there like
For me-
words expressed to make someone think that
For
it's
me,
more
I think,
serious?
yeah, probably, but nothing like super intentional. It's just
Yeah.
kind of like
In the
my,
moment.
my form of like flattery, and if I like to do that sort of thing, which I think can come off as like really, really sweet and kind of charming, which is like the intention, but the feelings behind the relationship might not be as like fully there. But
In the moment when you're saying them?
oh no, this is more of like the action of love bombing, but the feelings might not have been said yet. In terms of like I love you or I really like you, it's more just like reoccurring nice things such as love bombing. But my feelings in that relationship might not be fully developed yet, but my actions might speak a little differently.
So the words and actions don't always line up.
Yes, I would
For
say
you.
correct.
Dangerous
Yeah,
territory.
you just have communication problems, so you buy girls like Cartier bracelets.
I've never
It
done
sounds,
that.
it
Cartier
sounds more like
bracelet?
a.
I've never
How
done that.
hot?
I don't
How
know
hot
who
are these
they.
girls?
I don't know who they think I am. I've never done that.
It sounds like a Make-A-Wish kind of thing. Like you give them a gift to keep them in the game, you know?
And then
Yeah,
they're
they don't know
so
the
here's
end's
the other
coming.
side. They're
I think
telling
it's
their
just
friends,
nice.
"Oh my God, he bought me this gift and whatever.
Yeah,
like I
exactly.
think we're exclusive." And he said these things, and then you're like, "I'm not quite there." Just
Yeah.
Now that we've
Feelings
said it
wise,
out loud
yeah.
and discussed it, maybe it's
this
not.
was an intervention
It was a therapy session.
for all the right reasons.
Yeah.
Oh
How did you? Maybe it's not the best solution, but it is fun, and everyone ends
Part of
up.
dating.
It's a really
Everybody does
good
it
way to
differently.
just cycle it out in like 1 to 2 months.
Well,
You just get it all out.
Sometimes
You
it does.
understand. Maybe one of them's gonna stick.
I would argue
few of them
summer love bombing is like a thing too. Like it's like a summer fling.
Constant dinner,
Yeah.
constant
Couple
dinner
months.
reservation.
What about, would you guys ever just tell a girl, like, I find you really attractive, but I'm not looking for anything serious. It's the summer.
That's the name
like,
of our game. Yes.
You might not get laid as often, but like then the girl, the
Yeah.
expectations are in line.
100%.
Maybe you could let your buddies
But
know
you usually
that.
say that to someone you're not interested in.
I think,
I would argue.
I mean, in New York, it's weirdly seasonal how that kind of stuff works. But I feel like it's almost like an unspoken language sometimes, where it's like the way that you meet or the first time that you hang out, like, depending on how things kind of end up, you both might mutually understand what that relationship's going to be.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I
I
don't
also think too, like New York's, like we both come from LA,
Yeah.
and in LA it is very
Much more dating.
Yeah, dating is very different. It's like proper actual dating. In New York, it's like you are meeting people out, and you're meeting people through like mutual friends, whatever. But like very rarely are you meeting someone that's like, I want to, like, I'm looking for like a husband or looking for a wife. Like people come to New York and they want to meet people and they want to experience things, which I think is why it's so beautiful to date in New York and meet people in New York. But when you're, I don't know, I think when you're our age, like it's so okay to be super open with what it is that you want. And rarely is that the same thing when we're coming from LA. Rarely is that like, I'm dating for love, I'm dating for this. Like,
It's a huge
people
mindset,
people here
yeah.
aren't doing
Yeah.
that.
It's a huge mindset shift.
Yeah,
Dating in New York versus dating somewhere else.
100%.
Because if you're afraid if you meet someone that you really, really like, okay, then your social life that you kind of live in New York for might take a big drop off. I feel like a lot of guys, and probably girls, have like a similar opinion when it comes to that sort of thing.
Also, our guy friends will start dating someone and fall off the face of the earth. We
For
don't
sure.
hear from them again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So interesting
But we're
that
happy
guys do that.
It's rare.
Do girls do that
We
too?
have few guys
Yeah,
do
I
that,
think
honestly.
when someone, like a lot of times with girls, when they've been waiting for their relationship for so long and they get kind of wrapped up, but the ones that seem to last are the ones that still have their separate social lives or they
Right.
intertwine, but they don't go all in because a lot of times you just burn out when you just spend all your time together,
Totally.
even if a person's
Totally.
great.
The
That's-
definition of love bombing, right? Like,
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I guess the two, if it doesn't last, it's
Yeah.
typically that's more like love bombing. What about? Do you typically ask girls what they're looking for to kind of, if you aren't ready for something, to rule them out if they're like ready to settle down, or do you
Yeah,
run
honest-
away from that question?
A girl recently asked me that on a date. It made me the most uncomfortable I've ever been in my
Sounds good.
entire dating career.
Well, did you tell the truth?
No, I didn't. I was like, I'm so put on the spot right now. I'm so put on
He's
the spot.
going to Europe with her next week.
Oh, shoot.
That's the
No,
one.
I thought no, it's not. It's not. It's
No,
not.
no.
I felt so. Yeah, that was good. That was
Oh.
I
good.
mean, I guess I should.
Yes.
Yes.
Come
Here,
on.
okay,
Stop
so-
there.
But I felt so put on the spot that
Yeah.
I just had to say whatever I thought she wanted to hear.
Okay.
And
This is fascinating.
turns out
Oh,
it
yeah.
was absolutely not what she wanted to hear.
So that worked out.
Okay, can you give us the play-by-play?
Yeah, so this is our second date,
Okay.
and she's like coming back from a work event, and we went to dinner, and we're talking. She's asking like, "Have you been in a relationship in New York? Like, what are you looking for out of a relationship? Like, we've been on 2 dates now, whatever." And it was like rapid fire, like one after the other. And I was like, "No, I'm just kind of looking for something casual." And she's like, really
She's
hot.
grilling you.
Really, no. She's really hot. Like,
Okay.
I wanted to have the right
She
answer.
lied.
What?
You should have lied.
I know.
No.
Well, I did lie.
I'm gonna fight you.
And anyway, so she starts like kind of nodding in agreement, whatever. We kind of move on, and no joke, a month later, she goes, "Hey, sorry I haven't texted you back. Like, I have a boyfriend now." And I was like,
wow.
I was
I
like,
like
oh,
this.
so
I
I
like
shouldn't have said like
Dang.
looking for something super casual, like
No, first,
nothing serious.
I think you did the right thing.
I did the right thing.
She's
She-
really hot, but
Yeah.
like, I like this girl, number one. Number two, just that like, I think there's so much room for miscommunication when you say that thing in the moment. And you really are just like leading someone on. And so then you get what you want, and this poor girl's like created your future together. So
No,
at least
totally,
this one,
yeah,
you were like,
100%, yeah.
maybe you missed that one night of a good time, but like in actuality, maybe you get better dating.
100%.
after
Absolutely.
that.
And that's like not. I wasn't like.
Dating
It's like I just wanted it to work with that girl because
Yeah.
I was really into her. She's really cool. But she never communicated back to me like I'm looking for a boyfriend because I said to her like I'm looking for nothing.
So she probably didn't want to say.
She was probably
"I'm
just
ready
like,
to
all
get
right,
married,
well,
and I
fuck
think
this
I'm
guy.
pregnant."
Yeah.
You put her in a box.
Yeah, no, it was just like, I don't know. I think it's one of those things, like, my advice to a girl would be to ask that question first so that you can react to what the guy's saying versus.
But would that have changed anything? Because to me, that's just like two people that want two very different things.
Change his answer potentially.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Change
That's
his
where, like, you
Which
guys
is
get in
problem.
trouble.
Which is
That's what I'm saying.
Which is problem.
You gotta ask the question first, so that I can't change my answer.
Sounds like if he had
That's your advice.
if he had
Just
known he would
for
have
your
lost her.
species to like hook up more.
Well, no, but the other thing was like I was literally like sweating on this date. This girl's like 21 rapid fire questions over like 20 minutes. Like it was very, very stressful.
Was it like how many kids do you want to have? Like those kind of questions?
No, because I was like I'm not looking to date really, but no, but it was like all about like past dating history, like what I want in the future. Wasn't like
She
really
was
about
looking
like
for a relationship.
yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Wasn't my kids a lot about like family.
Definitely.
And
Do
things
you
like
guys
that.
want to know about a person that you're dating's past? Like, do you want to know their body count, or do you want to
No.
know
Body count, not
what
so
kind of
much.
times
but-
they've had?
Yeah, definitely. Like at a certain point, I feel like that comes up naturally where you just discuss past relationships and stuff.
Yeah.
But I do not need to know. I have no interest in body count. I don't care if it's 1 or 50. I do
Or
not-
500?
I don't want to know that.
Past as a person,
At
and not like I don't really care about the individuals they've dated unless there's something that should really be told.
Like
And
a whole football team or something.
it's a, well,
I mean,
okay.
I don't know how we just want to put a gangbang situation.
Well,
but
a whole
goddamn it,
football
dude.
team.
Well, we
Well,
looked at
okay,
the
look.
this morning. So.
If it was something that could potentially be detrimental to
A
a
whole
relationship,
football team.
then sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like the majority of people don't have that sort of information to tell, and your numbers or who you've dated and that sort of stuff is the past, and that stuff for me is not really important and definitely doesn't need to be brought up.
Okay. You're right.
For me, it's more like I just want to know if we're gonna be out, or if you've like dated one of my friends before I knew you.
That's
like,
important.
Yeah, friend
something
for
like
sure.
that. Like
Mutual friend.
I wouldn't ever like go near
Yeah.
someone that one of my friends has
Now,
dated.
are you
Yeah.
guys Eskimo brothers? Anyone here?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
know. Yeah, are we?
we all have very different types.
Oh, that's
That's
helpful.
true.
And like a
Very,
friend
very different types.
crew, so you
It's
don't compete.
very helpful.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we are.
Maybe.
Oh, great.
Oddly enough. Yeah, we might be. Actually,
You need to have a team
Well, that's
meeting
very-
on this
I don't
one.
know. I think we've had this conversation, but I'm
I
not
think we
entirely
have.
sure.
We might be.
Okay.
It's
I don't
possible.
know though. Yeah.
But
No,
it's not
sure.
a definite yes. So it's
Okay.
But we like very
Oh.
different.
we do like
People.
very different girls. We won't go into this.
In what way? Oh.
No, we can. I mean, I feel like I have a very specific type. Everyone has a very specific type.
Like D's? Or
No,
No, not like that. Actually, we're
No, for me, it's more of
Maybe
like a
shallow, but
personality
we're not
type.
that
Like,
shallow.
Yeah.
I'm very, very attracted to personalities.
Yeah, we
like,
all are.
Very like go-getter, entrepreneur, business-minded. Like that is, for me, like that's super attractive. Obviously, looks are very subjective. There's many girls that I'm attracted to, but it's like that's like a kind of negotiable for me if I'm gonna date you.
Okay.
100%.
Kind of just
Yeah.
find myself in random situations when I'm with these guys, but like I've separated from the crew, and I feel like that might be kind of why my dating scene is always a little bit different. Like even if we go out with a group where it's like, hey, look, you should definitely introduce yourself to these girls, and the guys are kind of trying to tee each other up and introduce themselves. I almost
Yeah.
like drift away to the bar.
you just find a rogue girl
Maybe
somewhere.
sometimes,
You
yeah.
look lost.
Hey, girl, you look lost.
Yeah, that's a good
Or
line.
sometimes
live
I
across
look
the
lost.
street.
Yeah, maybe you're lost. You need to
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to switch gears into what we call text translations.
Okay.
I'm going to read 2 different texts that girls have submitted and get your point of view.
Fun.
Okay, first one. I'm going to do the guy voice and then the girls.
This should be good.
Hey, what's good? Hey, just want to be upfront and transparent, as they say. Huh. What are you looking for?
This was you.
Not looking for anything serious, but not opposed to it if it's the right thing. So just wanted to let you know. Drink on my roof on Thursday?
This is
I
an
mean, I can
actual.
tell you
This
exactly
is an
what
actual
this is.
text thread between Andrew and a real life person.
This is a
But
guy.
And the lost
but
girl.
they sent it to you.
This is the guy who it knows exactly what he wants and it has no interest in dating. He also texts very poorly. So if you get a "what's good" or a "haha," he bad.
What about an LOL?
LOL's fine depending on the context, but like the
What's
random
good is
haha,
like
the "what's good" is just
Oh, what's good's like a
if a guy
forest fire
if
coming
a,
your way.
Yeah,
if a
yeah,
male
yeah.
texts you saying "what's good,"
Yeah.
it's
That's
not
That,
good.
that response, in my opinion, is not looking for anything serious, but not opposed to it. If it
Right,
comes,
right.
like, he's probably like, have these people already met? Do we know?
They met once.
Okay, it's like a,
That was that.
I'm not super interested in you, but if something better comes along.
I think, okay, here's what I think is
That's
that
kind of vibe I got.
that guy that's maybe the double or triple text. Girl hasn't responded in a minute. He's trying to feel out whether or not like this girl's like he only wants sex or does he want the date. So he's trying to like kind of play both sides there. I think it's just a fucking weird text, and that guy's kind of a weirdo.
He's going for Thursday sex, and it was very bad at texting.
He's also very bad at texting.
I think that is very logical. I think some girls might read but not opposed to it if it's right, and like, oh, there's some hope. But I totally agree with you guys.
I mean, don't you like have that conversation in person? Like the whole like, oh, like maybe we're gonna be a thing. They've only had one date. Like that's just a weird.
I think it's like the pre-screen.
It's
like she down.
It's like, here's the bait. See if she takes it.
Yeah.
It's like he knows exactly.
That's a classic Evan.
That's a
move,
weird.
Right? The bait and switch. The bait and switch is a love bomb.
What's the bait and switch move?
Yeah, I mean, what's the bait?
Love bombing is a bait and switch.
Well, the thing is I can defend myself because I do this stuff unintentionally most
Our
of the
local
time.
deep sea feed.
Where it's like, but this guy sounds like he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
In terms of not happening, gonna tell her that maybe it's happening.
Yeah.
Pique her interest, invite her to go do something fun. It's a weeknight, enticing. Probably.
I mean, invite her to go to his rooftop. I mean, that's like one of our friends inviting a girl to
Sounds like a
go to
younger-
drinks
they're probably
like
younger.
downstairs
Probably
from his
younger.
apartment.
Yeah.
Probably younger, has a rooftop.
Yeah, but
Just
still,
move-
it's
Yeah,
like,
but that also shows that it's like -0 effort.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can
If
come
you
up
end
right?
up there after,
like, oh, if you're maybe interested in something different
No
or something
dinner
more, like, wouldn't you want to like take her?
dinner reservation.
I do disagree with like the like first date out, second date like my place. I feel like that's like probably I just want to like fuck you
Yeah,
for sure.
That or he just has such a lack of creativity. Like it's just no good. None of it
either
is
way,
good.
it's not good. And what was your thought about the first and then the second date? Do you
I
have
think
like a routine?
So we have a
you
friend
follow?
who does this like routinely, where he'll like take a girl out on her first date, and his second date suggestion is always like to come over and like do handmade sushi at his place, which is like
It's
it's like
smooth.
to a T, like
Good
first
theme,
date, second date every time, and I just feel like the second date at home is like a little too quick. But he also is like a huge like love bomber, like.
Big
He'll
love
take
bomb.
someone out on Friday.
That is a
Yeah.
big
We
We'll
love
gotta
take
get
him out on
that guy
Friday.
on the next episode.
Yeah, then it's like
Yeah.
Sunday. Hey, do you want to come over and like make sushi
Look
at my
at how
place
creative this is.
and meet my grandma? Like, not really, thank you though.
I don't mind that as a
Yeah.
date though. Like, but like
It's a good date,
third
right? Yeah, third or fourth date. Like
Third date.
you like, yeah, you want to keep going out in public. I feel
Yeah.
Yeah.
If a girl invited me to do
100%.
that, I'd be like, I am so in there.
Well, this is a completely different
She just invited me
standard.
over to cook sushi
Yeah.
in her home. I am, and I feel like I'm kind of
How
like,
can I
oh,
get sushi
Wouldn't you go
and
there
sex?
with no food offer
Wow.
too?
Well, yeah.
Our standards
Just
are
wine.
slim to none.
Okay, next
Yeah.
text. Yo, great first date. Can't stop thinking about it too. And if it's cool, I'm up for not dating anyone else if you're down.
Dear Lord.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Just
Well,
right into it. This is Evan again. You've
No.
got two things from Evan in
No,
one go.
no.
This just sounds like
These came from your
insecurity.
phone.
This
Yo.
guy wants to settle down like immediately.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm
too
gonna
quick.
give-
Also, the yo is really sus.
But let's give him credit for at least
He should
being
have started.
honest.
He should have started with what's good.
Evan's
Do you
defending the
think,
love
like,
bombers.
let's say a girl's thinking, like, oh, this is kind of like
Starts
a
with
Disney
yo?
movie. Like,
No.
he wants to just date me after one date. He's already sure.
I think if the girl's into it as well, they'll find that lining in the text for sure.
I
You
mean,
make yourself believe
I'll give
that.
the guy credit for saying I had the best date ever. Let's go for it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But the text itself could have been a little more.
Well, do you think it's a
Romantic.
Red, do you think it's a red flag if someone wants to be exclusive after a first date?
I
do.
don't know where they went on the date.
What do you even know?
What?
Like, do you know their birthday? Like, what do you know about them?
What if it's
I would have phrased it so differently. Like, for example, went on a first date. Let's say it was the best date ever. Stayed up all night. Like, did something crazy and just
Yeah.
like we're obsessed with each other. Then I just would have said, I'm obsessed with you. It was the best first date ever. Like, really excited to see, if anything happens.
Mhm.
That's a great way to put it.
100%.
But not asking to be
Yo,
exclusive.
this is
No,
it.
that's weird. That's
Take
that
it or
puts
leave
way
it.
too much pressure on it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I haven't even met the
Part
grandma
of
yet.
dating in New York is like seeing other people, right?
Sounds like his mom needs him to like have a girlfriend and bring him home.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
whatever
Some-
holidays.
This
some
is-
family pressure there.
if I
It sounds like a
guess-
guy who's like 35. The girl's like 28, maybe.
Yeah.
24.
Yo.
24.
If I had to guess, this was probably November 15th, right before Thanksgiving. You know, just looking to avoid all the questions at the table.
Holidays right around the corner.
Probably 2022 as well.
You also have 24 hours to respond before this text self-destructs.
Here's a picture.
All right. What about? Do you guys believe in love at first sight, Or lust at first sight.
Yes.
You can take either one.
Lust at
Yes.
first sight, 100%. Yeah.
I
Love
think
at first sight?
100%.
Yeah, I'm 100%.
It's happened
love-
multiple times.
Love,
Yeah.
no, because I think we all are really attracted to a girl's personality and like what she brings to the table in that department. But like the first thing you're obviously attracted to is someone's looks. Like it's just naturally what it is the majority of the time. So lust at first sight for sure.
I'm saying 100% yes, but I think half the time, two people that fall in love at first sight probably are going on such different paths, and like laws of attraction, maybe it's not going to work out. You already know that, you know, pushing you together, but going much farther apart. But I do think you can fall in love with somebody after knowing them for like a 24-hour period. What happens next, you know, most often probably not going to work out, but
Yeah.
you'll remember that person for a very long time if you like them that much. They'll probably stay around.
So what about sexting? What are your rules?
Terrible
Do you
at that.
like send out a feeler text? Like, how do you get
Evan
that
just sends
going?
random dick pics.
No, I've never done that in my life.
I've seen
Absolutely.
Do you have a
nothing.
collection that you reuse, or are they all
So,
originals?
number one, I've never done that. Number two, that would be a horrible thing to send to somebody.
Yeah, no, do not do that.
Sexting, I don't think I've ever done.
Okay.
Like, what about just words? Like,
Should I
"Hey,
rely?"
girl," like,
I'm very into sex.
I'm not like verbally like.
Sometimes I'll
I
practice
don't
with
like-
Andrew.
that's
what
not
I'm
my
gonna
thing.
say.
Yeah, no, that's true.
what, like you send him.
I'll
this
send him like,
draft?
hey,
Be like, yeah, this is a draft.
hey,
This is
here's a naked picture of the girl I'm hooking up with. Would this be a good response?
How do
You
you
do
sex?
not.
Come
I've never
on.
done that. No.
no.
But
Yeah,
what
I
do
feel
you
like
do?
you have game like that. I don't have game
Oh,
like that.
I like sexting. Like saying
What's your-
news. I don't know. It comes with trust though. Like it has to
Yeah.
be. It's not gonna be like a after the first date when I have this girl over
See,
for sushi.
I
and
have
take
no
her to
game
my
like that.
house. Like,
That's
Wait,
not my thing.
is this like upon request?
It's fine. something.
yeah. It's definitely gotta be initiated. Like
Yeah.
someone usually just initiates a conversation and like you just send some dirty shit to each other in a picture.
Yeah.
See, if I get a
It's
hot
not too
text from a
complicated.
girl like that, I literally go, what are you up to?
What are you up to? You
I-
want to go for drinks?
Yeah.
Yo, what's up?
Yo.
Come to a drink.
I don't even
Sorry.
talk about nothing serious stuff. I'm at the Thanksgiving dinner table. God damn it.
See, that's where like that's not my. I can't do it.
I
Not
love
my
it.
game.
I love it. I think it's so hot.
You have a game like that?
I'm only with like girls that I'm like pretty far along with, or
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
like
So
Yeah.
give
it's,
me an
it's like
example,
never with it's like a girl that you're like this is like pretty much the only girl you're seeing.
Mm.
Like maybe you've said you're exclusive,
I would
maybe you
agree with
haven't, but like you're like
Comfortable.
you're
Very
like
comfortable.
you're seeing this person, and
Okay.
like you'd be upset if they were doing that with someone else.
Okay.
Or saying that, or
Can-
showing it to me.
Like, yeah, showing it to someone else. I
After
guess
you.
I don't know.
Look what this idiot just said.
Can someone grow on you? And are you a grower or a shower?
Well, we are all.
Neither?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
fucking funny.
Kidding.
Sorry.
Yes to both.
Tough
Yes.
question.
Yes to both growings.
Yes to both growings. I think.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I think that's the coolest part. If you meet a girl and for whatever reason it's just like not there, and then like the second or third time you're like, holy shit, guys, like she's the most fun person here. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
Personality in the room, probably dresses fantastic. You just didn't really pick up on like a sexual chemistry, and then you're like, okay, wait,
Yeah.
didn't notice her at first, now notice her. That's even cooler in a sense because it's like not what stands out at first, but now you're picking up on some like very personal attributes.
I feel like that happens a lot when we go out, where like we'll like be talking about who we're gonna be with for the night, and be like, oh, I've got my eyes on this girl, and then like you go and you meet some of her friends, and a lot of times they're a lot more fun than they are. And
Yeah, I think-
in that
But
regard,
I think also just
unexpected.
when
and
you
they
meet like a girl's friends, it makes her more attractive. Like if you're
That's true too.
seeing someone and you finally like meet their friends and all their friends are so cool, like that instantly makes them more attractive because I'm like
Or
you
stock
like
rises.
I'm a
As
big
you
believer
do.
like you know
Stock rise,
show me
yeah.
your friends, I'll show
Yeah.
you your life, like that, like who you surround yourself with is so big, and like how you how you form everything, your opinions, like the way that you put yourself out to the world, like that, you know, I think it's super important.
I agree with that. We also kind of rely heavily on that because we have a pretty great friend group of guys and girls,
Yeah.
so it's like
Yeah.
get excited to bring people into that sort of environment.
definitely.
And I know I can leave whoever I'm dating or bringing out with my friends, and it's just like,
Yeah.
and then generally the response is like, oh my gosh, like this group of people, we just had the best night ever. Everyone
Yeah.
was so nice, and
Yeah.
like that is such a great way to get to know somebody, because if I brought a girl out and didn't talk to her for like 2 hours, then they'll text me the next day and be like, oh my god, I just had the best time with, and then it's kind of like an unintentional test, but
I'm actually with her right now.
not again.
That's where she is.
Not again.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And what about, does that same theory apply in dates? Like, would you go on a first and even second date, not feel anything, and go on a third, and all of a sudden you do? Or do you usually like rule it out if you don't
I
feel it
wouldn't,
after
yeah.
first? Yeah.
Dates are expensive out here. Like,
Dates are
I'm
expensive.
going on date number 3 just to see if I feel something.
I
Yeah.
also value my time way too much.
Yeah.
For me, it's like a time thing. Like
I could do 2.
I was unemployed, so.
I could do 2.
I could do 2 and a Cartier bracelet, and then
No.
And then
Listen,
he's maxed out.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
All right, last question. What are your love languages? And do you know what they are?
That's like touch,
Yeah.
verbal,
Physical touch,
Phys-
gifts, which is you for sure.
Yeah, your gifts all day long.
peg me.
Compliments.
What?
Like, pegged me.
Oh my god!
Wait, sorry, this is not that
I think this is the last question. That's fucking funny.
Oh,
That's
great.
funny.
Out it again.
Oh
no,
my
just kidding
God.
for you at home.
I am definitely getting pegged.
Physical touch.
No, physical
Oh
touch,
my God.
and I love to give gifts.
Oh,
When
yeah.
I'm okay, no.
My birthday's in November.
Making
Just-
fun of
No, I think when you're
Start
dating,
playing.
when you're actually
Nice.
dating someone, or like you're with someone, and like giving them a really thoughtful gift is like a deep emotional connection. It
Yeah.
shows like I know you, like I want to give you something that like shows you that,
Mm-hmm.
and I also don't know what the other love languages are. So,
I
So
have
by default, those are your.
I have different
Yes.
You guys want me
for
to tell you what they
Communication.
are?
well, yeah, you
Yeah.
should have prefaced it. in the
Okay,
question.
okay. So touch, acts of service,
Mm.
gifts, quality time, and words of affirmation. Do you want to change
Quality
yours?
time, like-
You
Always be
sold.
nice.
Go to my rooftop.
Oh, pretty nice.
I think words of affirmation.
You're a words guy, it seems.
Well, because it's so nice. Like I love to like boost people up, even like guy friends,
No,
girlfriends.
it's how you give it or how you receive it.
If
That's-
someone gives it
that's
to you.
I have a different one for each, which is what I was gonna say before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
right,
is
okay,
like how
how do you
you
do it?
receive. It's how you
Yeah.
What
receive
gets
it.
you?
All right, cut that, Jordan.
How I receive it? What?
Cut that. Too.
No, for me, receiving words of affirmation. But for me, giving, I would say is probably reciprocated words of affirmation. But I also like a little bit of physical touch.
a little bit
Yeah.
thrown in there.
Yeah, just like a.
I think the
You know.
words of affirmation is huge, especially for just like as guys. It's not that often you get a text or a call from a girl just being like giving you a confidence booster, telling you how
Yeah,
much
yeah.
she like enjoyed your time. I feel like guys, a lot of that load in a relationship is like, you look so pretty. Oh my god, how was you? Like girls who express that to guys, it goes a long way. I
Yeah,
feel like.
you have really nice eyes, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so last segment we're gonna do is called Just the Tip.
Okay.
So I'm
We're
gonna
very
have
familiar.
each one of you guys go around. Is that your usual technique?
Yeah.
How the
Perfect.
week is it?
So I'm gonna have each one of you give your one tip to all the ladies of the world. So whether that would be a tip you would give a good girlfriend or your sister, something related to dating
Yeah,
that would be kind of a PSA.
Do you have one?
100%.
All right.
Yeah, please start.
I think
don't
it's
know what mine
super
is.
attractive. Maybe if it's not the first date or the second date, to plan the date. So it's like the guy doesn't always have to choose the restaurant or the place to get drinks. But if she's like in tune with the hot spots and she has
Yeah.
a social life,
Yeah.
and she goes, "Hey, look, you meet me here. I'm planning this one." Immediately, I'm like, okay, she's independent. She knows what she's doing. She's picked a hot spot, and then the way that she can judge me for picking the first one, I can kind of give her like a little bit of judgment based off the spot that she picked. You get to know her a little bit better, rather than a guy going 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like, what do I know about you? You haven't, picked a place yet.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't know anywhere to go, maybe your personalities don't match up as well.
Good one.
That's a really good one.
That's a really
Yeah.
good one. You stole the words right out of my mouth.
I'll go. Mine's not nearly as good, but I would say like just be confident and have great communication. I think that's like the two most important things. In life.
Confidence is
In
Yeah.
dating in New York City, there's so many like people that it's like be confident, have upfront communication about what you want and your needs in a relationship. Otherwise, there's plenty of people to move on to, and it's just not worth wasting your time.
Amen.
I think for me, especially in New York, it's become like super clear. Like you're not like if I'm dating you, I'm also like my friends are such a big part of my life, and I want that to be a part of your life, and I want the friend groups to kind of match up. And like we're all in our 20s. Like it's really important, I think, for everyone to still have their social lives and to not get so cornered into like like we're dating and now like Friday, Saturday night, like those are my nights with you. Like I think it's so important to still have your social life and your friends to be able to like commingle with my friends. I think if that's not like an effort that's made, like you just fall into a trap of like you're not able to.
It's close to mine. She's taking you out with her friends and stuff.
Exactly.
It goes both ways.
It goes both ways.
Yeah,
it has to go both ways. It's not just like
it's fantastic when that happens.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, guys, thanks so much for joining
Yeah,
us.
thanks for
Ladies,
having
we
us.
have
Love
a
it.
lot more mail to go through next time. See you then.
See ya.
Thank you.
peace.